People want to talk about unrealistic standards of beauty. Look at the size of this dude's forearms compared to his head. Man, I need to hit the gym. Well, today we're going to talk about the aptly named Big Ben. Moving on to his bio, we find he was raised by a single mother, born in a bad neighborhood. He became a fighter and even threatened the street gangs. Now, unfortunately, they did not like that very much, so they took his mother hostage, and in exchange for her safety, he had to take the fall for a crime he did not commit. In jail, he became tougher and stronger and just waited for the opportunity for revenge. Upon leaving jail, he was recruited by Raven, which I haven't been able to figure out who Raven is, so if you know, let me know in the comments below. But he performed well on his military missions, was promoted to captain, he's now retired, free, and he's a member of the Men of Freedom. But beware, it mentions nothing about getting revenge, so I'm sure he's still out looking. Hence the motorcycle. But I need to point something out here. Look very closely. That's mascara. No wonder this dude is big as a bear. Rough neighborhood, jail, and mascara explains the muscles. Checking out his exclusive skill, Ben has an incredible exclusive skill. Now, at max stats, not only he's able to increase the attack of all army units by 60.3%, but when he is attacking, and only when he's attacking, he's able to produce a shield that protects all units for a certain number of times. Now, at 5 stars, it'll be 5 times, but this can be increased if you get his exclusive skill leveled up, which I'll go into the details of that momentarily. Now, this shield does not protect against Rockfield's super-sized bombard or enemies that have a 100% hit rate. Now, I don't know what enemies have a 100% hit rate, but Rockfield's ability does trigger before anything else in the game, so his shield is not able to protect against them. Now, something of note about Ben's shield is it doesn't protect each unit 5 times. It protects your military as a whole 5 times if you have him ranked up. Now, I have a report here where I was on defense against a Ben. So if we go ahead and replace this, you'll see the shield pops over all units, and at the top of the shield it says stack 7. Now, the reason it says 7 is this guy has a level 5 exclusive skill. I'll go into the details on that momentarily. But this will stop 7 attacks. So as you see, I launched 3 attacks with my Navy there. It took out 3 portions of his shield, Octor triggers, and eats up the rest of it. So something of note is if you have a Navy unit, not just these Valhalla units, that will attack 3 targets, it's going to take 3 charges of the shield. Now, if you have regular Navy units and there's only a couple of units in the front, so there's only 2 units, it's only going to take 2 of the shield. So the shield will protect against the number of units that were supposed to be hit. And I'll go more into that when we get to his weaknesses. Now, his exclusive skill, I wanted to talk about the equipable exclusive skill for him. So in this report, this guy has a level 5 exclusive skill for Ben. And if you don't know what you're looking for, sometimes it can be a little bit weird. It says increases the effect of Never Fear by 21%, round up the trigger time. And at first, at least myself, I thought, trigger time for what? His shield is a 100% trigger and his attack would just increase, and that's not a trigger. Well, what it means is it'll increase the amount of shields he has by 21%. So if he has 5 shields for being 5-star, 21%, you add an additional shield and it rounds up, so it adds an additional 2 shields. So something to be aware of is Ben's exclusive skill can make a huge difference in him just being able to absorb 2 extra blows. So just summarizing his abilities, he has the attack increase for army units and he has the shield for all units, but only when he's attacking. So the shield will also work on Navy or Air Force that are in your march. Now, because this only works on offense, naturally that's going to make his strength offense. Now, his attack increase still works for army units when he's on defense, but with a 60% attack increase, there are other types of heroes with better increases that would be better on defense, or most commonly, Ben is replaced with Bradley on defense. Now, another strength for him is the Sand Table event. Since the shield is able to completely block a hit, Sand Table hits very hard, and if you have him 5 stars, not including any equipable exclusive skill, that's 5 shots from the Sand Table that you're able to block for no damage, so you're able to just do a ton in the Sand Table. At first, I thought Sand Table Navy had the advantage because of suppressions, but anybody with Army seems to have an easier time with the Sand Table getting higher scores. And of course, since he is an Army unit, he's naturally going to be strong against air. Now, for his weaknesses, of course, defense is going to be a weakness for him. Like I said, he's often replaced with Bradley because on defense, his shield doesn't work. He's Army, so he's going to be weak to Navy. And he's going to be weak to anybody with multi-attack triggers or all-unit attack triggers. What I mean by that is anything that's going to hit multiple targets is going to eat up that shield really quick and make the least amount of use for it. So, for example, Akatora is able to launch anywhere between, I believe it's 4 and 11 grenades, 4 and 10 missiles against a target, and that can easily eat up his shield in no time. Of course, the Air Force unit that's able to attack all targets here, Gillier, since it's able to attack all enemy targets, if they have 9 stacks, that's 9 things of his shield that's going to get eaten up, so likely it's going to eat up the entire shield. So anything that's able to attack multiple targets or multiple times or have multiple trigger rates, someone like maybe Bellevue who's able to launch multiple missiles with a fairly high trigger rate, Akatora, as I already mentioned, is just going to eat up that shield very quickly. So when you're on defense and you know you're going to get hit by someone with a Ben in the army, make sure you take that into account. Now, as far as his uses, as I mentioned, he is exceptional on the sand table because he's able to block so many hits, but he's also a very, very strong offensive PvP player. Now, like I said, on defense, he's commonly replaced with Bradley. Don't use him on defense. It's just not going to give you the most bang for your buck. Now, as far as who I'd pair him with, since he is an offensive hero, I would continue to lean on that offensive kind of lean. There is Katyusha, who just has a strong offensive ability, being able to launch a bunch of missiles, doing heavy damage. Amalia is also another good pick, being able to increase the attack even farther on top of his. But if you're short on orange heroes, a couple good purple heroes would be, of course, Rambo. He's always reliable, but Ishu would give you a little extra survivability once someone manages to break through your shield by giving you a health increase. Now, as far as the skills that I would put on him, the skills I would put on him, it would of course be his exclusive skill if you can manage to level it up enough. Now, I don't know at what point he gets 2 additional shield triggers, but at level 1 exclusive, since it rounds up, it should automatically give you a 6th one. But the 7th one, I'm not sure where that starts, but a level 5 will definitely get you a 2nd one. If you don't have his exclusive leveled up, a common march size increase is always a good bet. The rest of the skills I would put on him would be rare march size increase, attack increase, and damage increase. Now, once you get him to 5 stars and you're able to unlock perks, I would go all unit attack and HP, and then army attack and HP. Since his attack increase only applies to army, he is a very army-focused hero, even if his shield applies to everything. Now, as far as how to get him, he's very commonly found in events, more so than some of the other paid heroes. So, for example, the point store, you can find him in here as well as his exclusive skill. But Ben is one of the premium heroes, so you're only going to be able to get him from events. However, he is much more common than some of the other paid heroes, so you shouldn't have too much trouble getting him if you're willing to put a little bit of money into the game. Now, that's my thoughts on Big Ben. Guy's awesome. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you'd like to vote on the next Top War Hero Spotlight, make sure you visit my Discord in the description below, where you can vote on the next Top War Hero Spotlight. And as always, have a fantastic day.